morning, table. Give you compliments on your tripod during the last game. You like how tall it is, which it is super nice. That's the problem with mine is it's so short.
The only thing is I keep forgetting to do it, but you can buy like a sandbag with a little latch on it.
Yep.
And there's a little hook right underneath here that you hang the sandbag on, and that provides more weight.
Calm it down.
Really?
My favorite compliments are from the grandparents when
That they're like, thank you so much. We get to see the game.
Oh, they're watching it?
Pretty cool. Yeah, we get grandparents from across the country to watch it. It's
One of the whitewater tournaments when you're a kid came up to me and said, "You work for Taylor Swift?" I said, "Yeah."
That's great. Oh, that's. Welcome, everybody, to game number 3 for the WASA Golden Eagles here at the Mad City Tournament in Verona, Wisconsin, with freezing weathers outside. Everybody happy to be in the gym here, and both teams hoping for success and heating up. These two teams, Marquette Golden Eagles and the LWSRA Hawks, have a very long tradition of playing against each other. Most of these players have been playing together since they were 8 years old. So they all know each other very, very well, and looking forward to a competitive game. Marquette has the height, as you can see there in the tip-off with Mac, but LWSRA has lots of speed, including Cam, number 0, who's in the lane there, who is a phenomenal player and likely their high scorer today. Mac gets a tip, tips it over. Taylor's got it. Here comes Marquette. Over to G. G spinning around. Able to get in the lane. Doesn't like that shot yet. Kate backs away from the taller Zaylin. Taylor wraps around. Sees G in the middle. Before the shot, foul is called. That means no free throws. And Marquette will get the ball out of bounds, but the shot clock does reset. G over to Cat in the corner. Traffic jam. Cat's got to get out of there. It's not doing anybody any good. Tough to get out. Tough pass. Taylor's going to get that ball, though. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Cat's going to have to shoot. She does. Oh, bounce around, but Lucy's got it. Fakes the shot, gets it back to Mac. They're calling 3 seconds. Probably could have called that a little bit earlier after Lucy did not take the shot. Nevertheless, Hawks ball. No score yet. 1 minute off the clock. There's 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Dominic is a good shooter over there, but he takes the easier pass underneath. The Hawks will kill you if you let them slash into the lane like that. So much energy focused on Cam, Zaylin, and Dom. Again, 3 scorers. Sometimes those number 4 and 5 are going to get in there and score. Over to Taylor in the middle. Back to Lucy. Back out to Kat. Swings it to G for the 8-foot shot. He's got to get that ball up. He does this time, up and over the rim. Still a little flat, but much better than last game now that he's warmed up. 2-2. Dom's in the middle, off the backboard. LWSRA getting done exactly what they want to. They are up 4-2. G swings it to Mac. Mac likes that shot off the backboard. He decides not to go backboard and swishes it. He's good from that side of the court. Usually likes to hit it off the glass, but goes a different direction this time. "15 seconds left on the shot clock. Dom's got the ball. Swings it over to Cam. Cam's going to cut to the lane. He's got a seal. And he's good. That's 3 points in the lane from the Hawks. That's the game they like to play, and if Marquette's going to give them that, they're going to have a tough day. G able to slice and dice. Tries to get over to Taylor. Gets tapped out. Marquette's got the ball underneath. The 2 bigs, Mac and Sydney on the same side, trying to set up Mac for that shot. They've got that over there if they want that shot with Mac. Taylor takes it instead. Does not fall. Marquette gets their defense back. Let's see if they can keep everybody out of the lane. Keep your eye on Cam up on the top of your screen. He's going to slice and dice to the lane, and if they let that happen, they're going to be in trouble. Also a good shooter. Doesn't connect there. Taylor's got the rebound, no. Taps it over to G. Got lots of players in the middle if they want it. Kat's got it. Nice swing. Great connection. Another assist for Gianni. Good bucket by Kat. Game's tied up at 6-6. Taylor's keeping Cam out of the lane. Cam's going to circle around. G sees him. G's got 2. Mac cuts back in. It's good defense by the Golden Eagles. Shot clock's down to 7. Zaylin's going to have to take a shot here. Swings it over. Ball is launched up. Shot clock violation. That's a sign of great defense. Hawks able to reset their defense. Had the out-of-bounds ball. Max swings it back to G. G off the front of the rim, unable to connect. Good give-and-go action, just not able to complete it. Cam for 3. He hit several of those in the game against Nebraska. Got to watch out for that. Early timeout for Coach Jordan. He sees something he doesn't like. He's going to talk it over. We'll be back in a minute. We are back in action. Sydney Whaley Smith has the ball, gets it back to Kat. Kat's cutting to the lane. She gets close, but she doesn't like that shot. She wants to get Taylor on the side. Two great shooters on the outside with Kat and Sid. That's in Kat's range. Does not get the roll. Tough shooting day for Marquette. Their transition game is what has saved them in the last game, and really hard to have a transition game against LW here. They are just great at getting back. You're going to notice that right here, that they're all back on defense. No opportunity for the transition game. They're just too fast. Kat in the middle, fouled. Great way to get in the lane. Kat's headed to the free throw line. 2 shots.
Love the effort on the foot. That's exactly what we're talking about, right? That's why you're on the court. Right?
Second shot. Unable to connect again. Game is still 6-6. Cam's got the ball on the outside. Sydney's got it picked up. Nice cut down to the middle. Again, both players went to Cam, didn't pay attention to number 17. They were able to sneak in there. That's their second bucket. Marquette's down by 2 with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mack in the middle tries the glass, does not work. Marquette's got to get back on D. 2 players trapped behind the defense. They push hard, and they're able to get back in transition. Great transition defense. Lucy's in for Matt, so your 5 on the court are Sydney, Lucy, Kat, G, and Taylor. A lot of attention being focused down on G there. That should give Taylor an open shot. Let's see if they jump Taylor. Again, jumping means that one of those 2 defenders is going to try to go around G to jump the shooter. That's called jumping the shooter. Neither of them jump. That gives Taylor the shot. He makes him pay for it. Marquette ties it up, 8-8. Great catch by number 17. Lucy's going to let that go out. Smart play. Marquette basketball. All right, think that's a timeout by LW. We'll be back in a minute. We are back in action at the Mad City Tournament here in Verona, Wisconsin. The LWSRA Hawks from Illinois against the Marquette Golden Eagles from Milwaukee. It is tied 8-8. Marquette's got the basketball. Here they come. Catherine Redden has it at the top. She gets it down to Taylor. That's a deep shot for Taylor, but he connects. That is a great shot for Marquette if they can continue to hit that. Hawks have the ball. Cam can take that three-point shot. You can see him measuring it up. Lucy catches him there, doesn't let him square up his chair. Smart defense. Let's see if they cut to the lane. Taylor picks up Cam. Nobody able to cut to the lane. Difficult pass, but Zaylin gets it. She's up close. Too far off the glass. Here comes Marquette. G cuts in the middle, dumps it to Sydney. Sydney takes her time and scores. Another great assist by Gianni Quintero, this time to Sydney Whaley-Smith. Offensive foul called on Zaylin. Too aggressive there. Typically when a player tips their chair over, it's going to be a foul on them, whether that's the defender or in this circumstance, the offensive player. So watch that action between G cutting to the lane and Sydney again, because G's been able to get to the lane and they double down, and that frees up Sydney in the middle. Out to Kat. She loves that shot in the middle, and she scores. Marquette operating on all cylinders. They're up 14-8. Cam able to get down to the baseline. Sydney cuts him off, doesn't let him get in there. He's going to have to take about a 12-foot shot, but smartly sees his player rolling in. Dom gets the 2 points. Nice pick and roll action by the Hawks early in the game, but great shooting by Marquette. Almost the exact opposite of what happened in the last game for them. G gets fouled. He's headed to the free throw for 2. Last game against Nebraska, Marquette could not buy a jump shot. Here, they're hitting their jump shots, and it's the other team that's slashing the lane. G's free throw shot too far off the backboard. He's got another one coming. G makes good on that one. Marquette is up 15-10. Great defense by Lucy on top, not letting Cam through. They've got to shift down. They do. Cam drops it off to the pick and roll, and they're able to connect. Nice shooting by the number 4 and 5 shooters here out on the court to make Marquette pay when they are going to jump the shooters. G is able to get all the way down with Lucy's help. Sees Taylor in the middle. He's got players all over him. He's got to shoot. They're going to call 3 seconds.
Hey, 17 seconds, guys.
17 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Your Marquette Golden Eagles are up 15-12. Story of the first quarter has been great jump shooting by Marquette and great pick and roll action by the Hawks. Cam's got the ball up by the 3-point line. Lucy's going to jump out on him. Comes too late, but the three-pointer is off. They've got about 5 seconds to shoot. G's coming down. Can he shoot? He's got 1 second. Time is out. Marquette has a 3-point lead after the first quarter of action here in Verona. We'll be back for the second quarter in just a moment. Back for second quarter action between the LWSRA Hawks and your Marquette Golden Eagles. Cam's got the ball, launches a three-pointer. It is short. G able to block out the defender, so the ball goes out of bounds. Marquette basketball, smart play by G. All right, the big lineup in the court with Sydney and Mac. Also, Lucy, Kat, and G are your 5 on the court for the Golden Eagles. Oh, nice move by G. Gets around Zaylin. Easy layup. Great move by Gianni. Cam finds Zaylin down. Wild shot up and around. G's able to poke it away. Here comes Marquette. G sees Mac down low. Nice easy shot. Way to finish, Mac. 2 points. Marquette extends its lead 19-12. Mac has his fall right in front of us here. Usually he's okay. We can't quite see him. Doesn't seem like it's an emergency, though. And Cam finishes. We'll get an official timeout to get Mac back up. All right, everybody's up and healthy. Mac got taken out of the game here just for a moment while he recovers. Nice pick and roll action. Sydney has been working on stopping her chair before shooting. She did not do it on the first shot, and you can see how she's kind of spun away. She did do it on the second shot and made the bucket, but got fouled in the process. So that foul was before the shot, so it's taken out of bounds. Gianni from the middle, he gets the roll. That same hoop was not generous to him last game. That one, very generous. Ball goes in. Great shot by Gianni. Great seal there. Cam with the fadeaway. No bucket. Ball's bouncing around. Bounces in the hands of the Hawks. 3-second call. Ball goes to Marquette. Ball's into Catherine Redden. She's got it at the top of the court. Sydney and Taylor are set up down low. Taylor can take that shot if he wants. He was looking for Sydney to escape in the middle. Instead, G cuts in. Good off-ball side action. G couldn't decide whether he was going to bank that or try to swish it. Somewhere in between, ball doesn't go in. Zaylin's got the ball. Sydney's got it on her. Ball tipped up by Taylor. Unfortunately, lands right in the hands of Dom. Kat's got the rebound, though. Here comes Marquette. Great move by G around Cam. Not able to finish. Stagnant couple of minutes here. Score remains the same, 21-14. Marquette's in the lead. Lots of time left in the shot clock. Cam gets fouled. 2 shots. Mac is in for Lucy. We've got the tall lineup in. Late game here. Got started a little bit late, but it was scheduled for a 6:30 game, which is unusually late for a tournament. Several players were here early for an 8 o'clock game to support the prep team. So long day for Marquette basketball, their coaches, and their videographers. So appreciate Mike Post's help today on the camera. Marquette's got the ball, bringing it up. It's over to Sydney. Fortunate turnover. Dom likes that shot from the side. All of a sudden, this lead has dropped to 3 points. Looks like LWSRA is showing press. Not a bad idea in general, but when you got Gianni on your team, that can be complicated. Great move by G to the bucket. He gets fouled. Not quite in the bonus yet. As a reminder, if you get up to 4 fouls, you get bonus free throws right away, even if you're not shooting. But those team fouls reset on every quarter. Nice high shot by Taylor. Oh, does not get the roll. You can hear the collective gasp in the audience. Here come the Hawks. They could tie it here with a 3-pointer. Marquette did a great job stopping that pick and roll. And now Hawks have figured out how to shoot around it. Very adaptable offense. Zalen's going to take that shot from afar, bounces off. Cat's got the rebound. Marquette is on the move. Defense recovers. Cat's got Mac. Mac, drop it off to Mac in the middle. Too far of a pass, even for Mac's long arms. Great defense. There was some transition potential there. While Marquette comes back. Zalen over to Cam. Cam too far, showing a little bit fatigue after a long day of playing basketball. Each team had 3 games today. Here comes Gianni. He's got some help down low. He's got Sydney wide open underneath the hoop. There's Sydney. Ball goes in. That play made possible by Gianni. Great finish by Sydney Whaley-Smith. Nobody holds Cam. He gets a nice seal by Zalen. Cuts the lead back down to 3. Foul called. I think the referees there expected Gianni to fall down, which is a clear offensive foul, but he didn't because he's got such great balance. Coach is contesting that call. Seems to be almost an identical play there with Cam running into the defense, but he doesn't make the 3-pointer. Sydney hops out on Cam. Taylor turns around. Sydney's got long arms. 3 seconds. Marquette basketball. All right, Sydney and G on the strong side. They're going to look for that pick and roll action. Doesn't come in time. G unable to connect. So if you saw in that play, I'm not sure the camera was able to capture it, but in the backcourt, Cam had Taylor backpicked. Taylor couldn't get back on defense. Nobody paid attention to Cam, and he was able to cut to the lane and score. So Hawks back in this have cut the lead to 1. So after dropping a lead of 7 down to 1, Coach Jordan wanted to talk it out. Marquette being pressed here. G gets it to the taller Sydney. Sydney gets it up to Cat. Cat sees Taylor. The press is broken, and now they can set up their offense. That was a fairly easy press break, but then Marquette kind of got jammed up by the three-point line. But they've got plenty of time, still 11 seconds on the shot clock. G cuts to the lane and gets the roll. Great pick by Cat there to free up G. And Marquette is up by 3. With 3 minutes to go in the first half. Sydney is out on Cam. Nice to have those long arms there in case he decides to shoot. G's got the rebound after the miss by Cam. Again, they're pressing. Sydney's got the ball. She sees Cat in the middle. They've got Lucy down low if they want it. Lucy seals instead. Smart move by Lucy. Gets Catherine to the bucket. That is great basketball IQ. Sydney gets a hand up there, but Dom shoots over it. They're trying to press again. That press has not worked well for them thus far. Again, breaks pretty easy, but they get gummed up once they're across the court. Still plenty of time here. Oh, Taylor initially had turned it over, but got the ball back and gets fouled. Two of the fastest players in wheelchair basketball on each other between Cam and G. Nice shot by Taylor. Great to see him heating those. He had a tough game last time, and the transition game is what won it for them last game, but this time it's the jump shooting that's making it all possible. Dom's got a good jump shot of his own off the front of the rim. G gets the block. Here comes G in transition. He's got Cat. He scoops it himself. Too long. Cat's there. Finishes it for him. Coach clearly saw something, called the timeout, and now Marquette's back up by 7. Sydney's got the rebound. Over to G. Marquette's got numbers. G drops it off to Sydney. Sydney takes her time and finishes. That's something she's been working on, squaring up her chair, not getting too excited. She does it there. That's the third time that Gianni and Sydney have connected. 2 seconds left. Desperation shot. Strong second quarter by Marquette. They are up by 9, 33-24. All right, the gym is thinning out here. This is the last set of games for what is a long day of games for these players. But the faithful are here, still having a good time. You hear the giggles in the background. Lots of family fun of siblings and others traveling with folks. Little confusion here about who gets the basketball. It's white basketball. All right, here we go. Little confusion about here about who's going to get the basketball, so the referees are consulting to get this right. Again, typically the way it works is that if there are no tie-ups or jump balls during the game, you have the initial jump, and whoever gets that possession, the other team gets the possession, and then you switch back and forth. Sometimes that gets a little confused when there is a tie-up between two players and the refs call jump ball. They don't physically jump the ball again. They just keep changing the possession arrow back and forth. Cam's going to take a three-pointer, bounces out. Ball's bouncing around. Hawks have it. Shot clock resets at 30 seconds. Dom's going to take that shot. Max, taller player, gets the rebound. Here comes G. It's a 3-on-2. Oh, nice tip pass by Dom. And they get the layup. She's got the ball to Taylor. Nice pick and roll opportunity, but Taylor says, no, I'm going to shoot it from here. Great bucket. Cam's got the ball on the top, gets it over to Dom. Dom has been shooting from there, but shooting a little bit short, maybe a sign of fatigue. Back out to Zaylin. Cam can take that shot over on the right if they swing it to him. They're looking for that pick and roll action, somebody to cut through. They've got about 6 seconds on the shot clock. Dom or somebody's going to have to take this shot. Cam doesn't see that it's a shot clock issue. Launches the ball, misses everything. Turnover, Marquette basketball. Great defense by Marquette. Nobody's scored yet here in the third quarter. G able to slide around, soft shot, too soft, off the front of the rim. Hawks basketball. Mack able to get back in defense after being picked out by Cam. Dom able to connect. Gets the ball nice and high, doesn't leave it short. Cuts the lead to 7. That's the first score by either team here in the third quarter. Nice pass down to Kat. She wasn't expecting it. Dom launches it over to Cam. Again, great defense. Unfortunately, the rebound's right underneath. Mack gets it this time. Great rebound. Taylor and Cat all alone. Too strong. Ball bounces out. Cat. Hawks basketball. So neither team with much scoring here, so the Marquette Golden Eagles maintain their lead. Taylor's out on Cam. Zalen has a nice pick. Good slide, nice pick and roll. That is Hawks basketball, and they do it well. Sorry, on the scoreboard, just catching up here. Marquette up by 5. Lots of aggressive action there. They call the foul. Gianni, great ball handling skills. Doesn't let that foul bother him. Ball's into Cat. She unfortunately lets it roll to the middle. Turnover, Marquette. All right, Marquette's had several turnovers, a little bit sloppy here. Let's see if the Hawks take advantage of it. They've already cut the lead down by 4. Nice pass, but Gianni is there. Referee gives the timeout to the coach of the Hawks because it's going to be clearly a 3-second violation. Smart play by the coach. So great timeout call by the Hawks coach to preserve possession. There's 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball's into Cam. He turns, he shoots. A little too strong. And the transition game appears out of nowhere for Marquette. It's a 4-on-3. Lucy gets a nice seal to free up Gianni right to the hoop. He's not able to connect. Nice defense to avoid both the shot and the pick and roll there by Marquette. Dom's free in the middle. Leaves the shot short. Another rebound by Gianni. Mack gets up close. Very patient on the shot. Gets his own rebound and scores. Marquette back up by 7. G's got another rebound. He's probably already got a double-double at this point between assists and rebounds. Maybe aiming for the triple-double if he can score a bit more. Gets up close. That'll not add to the total. Just rolls out. Tough, tough, tough. Nice grab and finish by 17, rolling into the lane. She gets the ball into Kat. She's got difficulty holding on to it. Gets it to Mac for a nice smooth shot there. Mac gets his rebound again. Oh, and rolls out. Hawks are hanging in there. G gets yet another rebound. And he's flying down the court. He's got a steal from there from Mac if he wants it. No look pass to Kat. She's too far underneath. So Marquette letting the Hawks stay in this game. And they've got some powerful offense, so can't let them hang around for too long. Dom and Cam, they're number 1 and 2 shooters on the same side. Rebound too strong for everybody. Taylor and Sydney set up there. Taylor has been money all game. Good rotation defense. They've been practicing that a ton in practice, and it pays off that time with the offside help. Ooh, nice, another no-look pass. She has had 3 no-look passes, but only one of them has resulted in a bucket. Marquette getting the shots they want, but not hitting the percentages they want from up close. Taylor's shooting has been phenomenal. Look at that great defense, not letting anybody close. They've got to swing it out wild. They're going to jump Dom again here. Great defense. Steal by Sydney. Mac gets it to Taylor. Taylor sees Sydney wide open. Sydney takes her time, scores the buckets. .24 seconds left in the third quarter. Marquette gets their lead back up to 9 after a dismal start to this quarter. They're back up. This is really complex defense that they're playing. I wish I had the time to explain it better, but you see the result of it there. Another steal by Gianni. So the defense that Coach Jordan has drawn up is designed to stop the pick and roll and that slashing lane. And it's just really complex because it involves 2 players down by the basket on each side playing defense. And they're what is loosely called a yo-yo defense. And so they will jump out on the shooter on one side. If that shooter rotates the other side, the first defender will come back and the second defender will go out, and they kind of yo-yo back and forth. But at some point, the shooters are too good that you can't yo-yo. You actually got to jump the shooter, which means go out on the shooter and don't pretend to block them or follow them, but go out and actually try to follow them. And when that happens, that usually sets up a pick and roll. But if you notice, particularly Kat in the middle of the defense, she will back up to assist and destroy that pick and roll action. So really smart, high basketball IQ by Kat. But then they're swinging it. Hawks are swinging it to the middle of the lane where Kat's player was. So that means a different defender has to make up for where Cat just vacated. So this is an incredibly high IQ defense that they're running here. We'll see if they do it again, but just phenomenal basketball, particularly on the defensive end. So if you watch Taylor and Sydney on the left-hand side, you'll see a bit of that yo-yo. So they're positioning on either side of that diving offensive player. And if the player comes to Sydney's side, she'll yo-yo out. If they come to Taylor's side, he'll yo-yo out. Zaylen tries to cut to the middle, not able to connect. Again, great defense by Marquette. Ball's up to Cat. Oh, Sydney, beautiful seal for Cat. And Cat finishes. Another high IQ play. You're so tempted as the offensive player to call for the ball down there, but the smarter move is to set a seal for your offensive teammate, and that's exactly what Sydney did, and Cat cashed out. Three-point shot by Cam. He can hit those. He hit a bunch of them in the game against Nebraska, but not able to hit here. Marquette has extended their lead to 11 points. Timeout by the Hawks. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, back in action with Marquette basketball. On the court, you still have G and Cat. Now you've got two bigs with Mac and Sydney. And Taylor, who's been shooting very well, but lets that one fall a little bit short. Great defense by Sydney, holding Cam out. Good bank shot there. With the defense that Jordan has called, they are vulnerable to that shot. So if that player continues to hit that shot, they might have to adjust. But at this point, no need to worry. Cat's got the ball. Sydney's open in the middle. Cat gets it to her. Sydney grabs the ball. Oh, not able to finish. Great hands by Sydney, but not able to connect. All right, you can see Sydney in the middle. She's responsible for that middle defender, but she's also responsible to recover on the help. So you can see her looking over on this strong side with Dom and Cam. So she's going to go help. You see how she went soft there to help? Great defense, forcing the outside shot. Here comes Gianni. He's got numbers with Cat. He dishes it off to Cat for the score. About 7 minutes left to play. Good rolling action by the Hawks to the basket. Hawks are going to press. G gets it to the taller Sydney. Sydney's got the ball back again. She's got ball handling skills. She sees Mac in the middle. Mac gets the roll. Great way to break the press. Good assist by Sydney. Great finish by Mac. So there's the yo-yo. Oh, unfortunately, they weren't communicating, and both of them jumped. Made it an easy pass for Dom. Marquette really lucked out. There goes Sydney to the hoop. She sees Kat. Kat takes her time, gets her own rebound, and scores. Cam with the three. That one had a little too much distance. He's been close, but unable to consistently hit that. G with the bucket. All right, Marquette has extended its lead to 15 points. They're up 51-36 with 5.5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Coach of the Hawks starting to bring in some other players. Get them some playing time in the last 5 minutes here. Zalen's going to have to shoot that because otherwise she would get a 3-second scramble for the ball. Sydney able to grab it. Mac able to pick up the ball and put it in. Not enough juice on that. G has yet another rebound. The two bigs on the right-hand side. Mac can hit that shot. Nice pass by G. Mac likes that shot. Another bucket for Mac. Another assist for Gianni. Mac's got the rebound. G sees Mac and Sydney in the middle. Sydney's got the rebound. Lucy from the free throw line. So Marquette dominant in the fourth quarter. Benches cleared by one coach. Not many bench players on Marquette. There's only one bench player, so they're going to give Gianni some rest, his first rest of the game. He's had an incredible game. We'll have to check the stat line, but that may be his triple-double, first triple-double of the season. I'm sure he will have many more against a very, very tough team. But they have really controlled this fourth quarter, and they now have a 21-point lead with 3 minutes left to go. Great but polite defense from Catherine there. Shot clock is going to run out quickly. There it is. Marquette basketball. Nice shot from Cat down the middle. .230 to play. Marquette's got this game under control. Nice steal by Mack. Mack wanted to go coast to coast there, even though he had some players down by the hoop. Unable to complete that shot. Just under 2 minutes to play. Shot clock violation, Marquette basketball. Sydney underneath, pass from Cat, great connection. .45 seconds left to play. Sydney's wide open underneath. Nobody paying attention to her. Lucy gets the ball to Cat. Cat spins to the middle. Back over to Taylor. Taylor finishes. This should be the last possession of the game. Shot clock is off. 12 seconds left in the game. Shot is up. Lucy's got the rebound. And after a tight first 3 quarters, Marquette runs away with it in the fourth quarter. Your final score is WASA Golden Eagles 63, LWSRA Hawks 36. Undefeated today at the Mad City Tournament here in Verona, Wisconsin. Gianni Quintero did indeed have a triple-double. He has 11 points, 12 assists, and 11 rebounds. Other high scorers include Catherine at 16 points, Mack and Taylor with 12, and Sydney with 10. Great game for your Wausau Marquette Golden Eagles. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.